Hello, this is the Android Team back from a very long hiatus after my first review. It is a Transformers Prime episode review. Again, I really couldn't get into the show from that. It wasn't that good. So, the book 1632. Pretty damn good. But, so, we're going to look at the cover here, because the cover's kind of what threw me into it. We got guys on horseback with muskets fighting guys in a jeep. Behind there's an old farmhouse that looks like it belongs in 1632. The book's by Eric Flint. I like it. It's pretty cool. The title. So again, I don't have anything. I'm trying to get some editing equipment on here so I can do my stuff. Right now I'm kind of stuck with the laptop cam and laptop microphone. So, a bit of an upgrade from what I had previously. A big problem I had, the first thing we're going to talk about is, well, something I felt was completely out of place in this book. Aliens. Just aliens. Beginning of the book, first thing he talks about, aliens. So, reading this book, like, oh, this looks pretty cool. I'm going to buy it. Take it up. Prologue. Looky. Aliens? No! How does that equal aliens? So what happens is these aliens, they have a form of art, and a side effect of this art would be waves of energy shoot out and cause various areas to randomly transport through space and time, which took a very small West Virginian town that just so happened to have a coal mine and a power plant to go back to the year 1632 to Germany, middle of the 30 Years' War. The setup, that was pretty weak. But it's awesome. But the book is excellently detailed. Like, what happens in it's really good. I recommend it a lot. I have the first and the second book, but I don't have the final book, and that kind of annoyed me. I was like, I want the final book. Nope, don't have it because I can't find it anywhere. Which means I probably have to go online and buy a digital copy, which I hate. Infer, not data. So, well, it starts out with a wedding. You're like, oh, it's a wedding, I'm so happy, yay! What? We're just thrown in and we're supposed to care about these characters? And it was kind of a smart move. It made you interested, trying to figure out who are they. It gave a very good way. Everybody was there at the wedding, all the main characters, except for the few who would be introduced after they go back in time. I thought that was a brilliant move. So I'm reading it, and it's like, yay. A problem I had in the book, like, it's not a problem so much as it is a, why did this happen? At one point, a D&D character, like a D&D player, someone like me, rides into battle with a shotgun, saves a woman. The woman, he later proposes to the woman, and the woman is willing to give her body to him because that's how she was raised, to give your body to men. I guess that's how they were raised in 1632, I'm pretty sure. I need to do more history, because I really was never interested in 30 Years' War. A lot of other stuff I was, but That's just me. So they were but then he says, stop, you don't have to do this for me, we can wait until you're ready. She's like, and then she instantly, points him. They're going, the book has an arrow scene. I just opened up to it. I'm not reading it. And they're going, what? There was cool action, and then there was an arrow scene. So they're going, now, here's what the book says on the actual cover. Ripping and excellently detailed a tree. Oh, well, it was excellently detailed in the battle. I like that. It was all the information I like to read about. And then there was the arrow scene that came out of nowhere. And then there's 3 of them. Spaced out throughout the book between 3 different couples. It adds for great plot device. It adds for great character development. But it didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen. The book was going on great. I could skip past the arrow scenes. Just replaced in my mind, just saying, well, they had a nice time, and, they got the business done. And I would have missed almost nothing. The only real character development that happened during any of the scenes was the first one I talked about. Even then, it doesn't happen. They never go back on it, but still. The book's a good read. I recommend it. Like usual, I don't like to give out spoilers. Usual meaning my last video, which I detailed the entire episode. The thing is, I read this book like 4 months ago, and it really... It was... so some of it's kind of fuzzy. I remember everything that happened, but I don't remember the tiny details. And that's where this book shines, is in the tiny details of what happens in between the major moments. It's like playing an Elder Scrolls game that was translated into a book correctly. You're sitting there, it's like, playing, like Morrowind, or like playing Fallout. You're sitting there going, okay, there's this main story, then there's all this other stuff going on, and it worked, and that was what made it great. It was this great story. Of course, that's a role-playing game, so anything can happen, but this, it kind of works. All the little tiny details, everything that happens with side characters, a lot of, like, the beginning, it kind of relies on plot convenience. Then later, like, they start running out of, like, ammunition, they have to figure out how to make their own. It works out really well when they start making, weapons that should not be in the 30 Years' War, and they bring Germany to a stabilized halt. I thought it was pretty cool, and it even specifically says in the book that they create a parallel dimension, another universe was created because of this. So, I really want to read the final book, and I think it would be, and I can't find it. But, yeah, it's really good. And I'm probably going to do another review today, so I might see you again today. To my no subscribers. Huh. Oh well. And